what's up, folks? Time for some last minute bets. Me and Mike are here. Jabari is on his way. It's a Wednesday with Jabari. He'll be here in a little bit. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. You know what? Go to oddsjam.com right now. Get your 7-day free trial. oddsjam.com. All right? Also, the OddsJam Partner Program, we've got a link below in the description. 50% revenue share. Get on that. Get paid to share OddsJam. Don't forget about the picks. Me, Mike, and Tony in DubClub. It's a 14-day free trial. And the golf picks are getting ready to come out, folks. Golf gurus are up 49 units. You really need to get in there and take advantage of this, along with taking advantage of our daily picks, which I would just like to point out right now that I have won 8 NHL playoff bets in a row. 8 in a row, 14 in a row earlier this year in the NHL. I am hot. It's either time. You got to figure it out. Tail me or fade me, Mike.
Yeah, no, Bob, you were right last night. Abs all the way. I've got nothing to say. I mean, after that 3-0 lead, it felt good. It felt real good. I was ready to, celebrate, and Colorado stormed back, and you can't put that team on the power play. I will say that. You got to be careful there. And yeah, I mean, the Avs bounced back and won that game. And,
I said speed, Mike. The speed of the Avs would be the downfall of the Stars in that game. It's exactly what happened. Did you hear what happened on the winning play?
No.
So Wood was yelling. The puck was in Colorado's zone. He said twice, flip it, flip it. The defenseman flipped it towards center ice. The kid got the puck. He got a step on the defenseman, went around him, made a couple moves, and put it past Ottinger. That was all speed. That was a speed play from the get-go. I'll tell you what, if they play like that, and after, you know what? You guys were right about the momentum early on. If you would have had the bet, Stars first period, money line or puck line or something like that, you know what? I'd have been with you on that. But after that period, it was pretty well Colorado's game from a speed perspective. Now, Georgia made some great saves. So that's not to take anything away from Dallas. And anytime Pavelski's on the ice, he's going to tip a puck, and you never know where it's going to go. But Georgia kept him in the game. And Justin, thank you very much for saying that. But the one thing I want to talk to you, Justin, about, we'll talk about it tomorrow, is I said that the defense of OKC is going to be the difference maker. And I wasn't expecting it in the first game like that. I was figuring over the long course of a series. Holy cow. To hold Luka under 20-19, third time in his career, by the way, he's been held under 20 points in a playoff game. There's your big MVP possibility. And Kyrie held to 20. I mean, that's some defense, Mike and Justin. And you guys, I know everybody. Dallas, I think, is the popular choice.
Well, maybe so. Last night Luka did not have a good game. Yeah, I mean, you credit OKC. I do still think this is a long series. If you're the Mavs, I mean, losing that game last night doesn't feel like series over. I mean, it's in OKC. No. You're on the road. I mean, it's a long way to go. And maybe OKC wins both games at home, and then Dallas goes home and wins a couple. I still think this is a long series, and if this series does, get to 7 games. I just like my chances with Luka and Kyrie by that point getting the job done. I know they didn't last night, but if it's a game 7, regardless of it being an OKC, I like my chances with Kyrie and Luka finding a way to get the job done. Because here's the thing: good news for Dallas is Kyrie and Luka probably aren't having a bad game like that again.
No, probably not. No.
Probably not, and that may not translate into a win, but it will translate into a much more competitive game and
hold on.
put some pressure on OKC.
Hang on, Mike. Dallas cut that lead to 1 in the third quarter, so it was a close game. Kyrie and Luka just didn't get the job done, and thank you for giving me credit there, Justin. I do want to point out one thing. Justin, De La Cruz hit the home run last night in our our Dinger parlay. He also hit one today.
Wow, hit another one today, huh?
Yeah. You probably should have been on him both days there, Justin. Maybe you're
and crazy. Guy. That's the only run that the Marlins got today was that home run, and
How bad did they lose today?
3-1.
Okay, so the 2.5 wouldn't cover today.
Let me look again. Yeah, 3-1 today they lost.
Okay, the 2.5 wouldn't have covered today. The 2.5 was the main line bet because the Marlins are so terrible and the Dodgers are so good. But
minus 1.5 would have been the route to go today, although it was a little juicy. But minus 135, somewhere in there. I mean, I would have rolled with minus 1.5 for the Dodgers if need be.
Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty well the bet every day. I mean, if you bet that every day, you're probably, Mike, I swear to you, you're probably going to win close to 70% of the time. It's pretty large.
No, well, yeah, I mean the Dodgers have always been these last several years, and Tampa Bay a little bit last year was a good. Early on was a good run line team to back to cover that run line, but now the Dodgers are starting to get in their groove here, and they're getting hot. And after the kind of slow start, and now we see why everybody thought this team was going to be so good and dangerous.
Well, I just want to tell you right now, I'm going easy on you right now, but I may not tomorrow. I'm just saying.
That's fine.
Justin's coming back on tomorrow, and I know the two of you were pretty well against me. And if they would have been tailing you, people would have been tailing you, guys, they'd have lost. Nerfy in the Mariners game, Mike?
Yeah, I could roll with that, Justin. Definitely. Could roll with that.
Okay. Good. By the way, the Golf Gurus picks are out. We're up 49 units. Go there right now. Get a 14-day free trial.
Yeah.
Well.
Postponed there. That game is storming. We got bad weather around here, unfortunately, going on. Man, I would have been sweating. I'll tell you what, Cardinals and a Nerfy is just it's risky business, man. But
I
did look at that game today.
They're the ones giving up the runs, Mike.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's risky business. I mean, I can't remember. I had them the other day in a Nerfy, and they screwed it up. Yeah.
Otani's ex-interpreter pled guilty today. Just want y'all to know that. That's breaking news. Halliburton, you think he makes over 2.5 threes tonight?
Yeah, I do. I mean, Indiana's gonna come out and play their game. They're a high scoring team. Yeah, they're gonna let it fly. and see if they can steal one here in New York. And whether they get the job done or not, not sure. But I think it's a relatively good game. I do think the Pacers are going to keep this game close, just like last game. I mean, it was a 4-point game. Indiana had the lead at halftime, and really for a while there, we're holding the lead. So I think this is going to be a closer series than what some people may think in terms of these games being close. But Jalen Brunson is just on one right now, man.
Yeah, I know.
4 games in a row of 40-plus points. I mean, that's just insane.
Are you ready for this? His PRA tonight is 50.5.
Yeah, well, I think it was 49.5 the other night when we took it, and that came through. It wasn't looking good for a minute, his PRA over, but boy, he came through.
That's Embiid and Giannis and Jokic territory.
Well, that's the kind of player you're talking about right now in Jalen Brunson. I mean, he is a big time play. He's balling. Dude. He is. I think people are just reluctant to admit that. Okay, this guy's actually a dog, man. He's up there with anybody right now in the game that you want the ball in their hands. Jalen Brunson is one of them guys.
He's a badass. He's a badass.
And if you're Dallas, oh man, it's just a nightmare that you no longer have him. I mean, that's just
I know. He makes Luka and Kyrie look very ordinary the way he's playing right now. He's looking. I mean, it's looking like just a dumb decision to even lose a guy like that. I know he wanted to get paid as he should, but I mean, you just lost an absolute difference maker, and maybe Brunson's not able to be what he is with the Mavs, quite, so this was maybe the best move for him, truth be told. Yeah, absolutely. No two ways about it. All right. Before we get to any of positive EV, which I'm going to let you know what, I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and jump on some EV right now while I look for a few things. There you go. Sweat and tennis bets.
There you go. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Sweating tennis. Tennis is fun to watch. I don't mind watching tennis. I got to be honest. Some people think it's boring to watch. It's cool if you're betting on tennis. Some of these sports books will allow you to watch it live, watch the match. So that's pretty cool. Again, I find tennis very intriguing to watch. I'm a tennis guy, Bob.
Mike, I gotta point one out to you. We did on Morning Coffee today. Tony was in the chat, and another one of those EuroLeague plays popped up, Mike. Olympiacos on the money line against Barcelona. And it was a positive EV play. We hit it. Just got this in. Olympiacos 63, Barcelona 59. Are you ready for this, Mike? This is no shit. I swear to you. I am now 7-0 in EuroLeague basketball positive EV plays.
Nice.
Every one of them's hit that I bet.
Well, that's. I mean, why not? Why not jump into it and I mean, you're finding an incredible value on them, and jump on it. Here's a ladder opportunity in this Knicks Pacers game for an over in the first half total points. You've got them over 107.5. You've got over 108.5, and you've also got over 109.5. Does look like this line may have moved on us. Oh my God, look how much that line just moved, everybody. It's at minus 130 now. It's toast. We can't hit it. It was at plus 106. So a great example of why positive EV betting is so important. I mean, you see it right here live. It was plus 106 on FanDuel. It's now gotten changed to minus 130 because FanDuel woke up and said, uh-oh, what are we doing offering plus 106? I would have jumped all over that. Let's see if the 108.5 moved on us. Yeah, they adjusted that to minus 120. I wonder what the 109.5 has been moved to. Oh, my God, they moved that from plus 142 to minus 104. So FanDuel actually being pretty sharp right now here, waking up.
But if you want to make that bet, Mike, BetMGM just took it over. There it is right there.
Yeah, well, now it's over one. Yeah, it's 110.5 there. Now that's okay. It's still at plus 150 there. Man,
that's moving.
It's all over. This first half over in this Knicks Pacers game is you're seeing it right now. There's all kinds of action going on. And MGM also on this Pacers over 53.5 first half team total. I like this play. I'm gonna jump on this. Just back in Indiana on their first half team total. I think they had 55 last game. And with them being down 1-0 and their offense being potent, I'm gonna bank on them coming out firing tonight, and hopefully we can hit that.
How you like that first quarter total points?
Let me look at it again. I probably would go over 54.5.
I thought I saw 53.5 and a 50.
Yeah, you got 54, 55, 56, 52, 50. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's great value there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, let's jump on that. We already, man. That already moved too. Yeah, there's all, man.
Holy cow, this is crazy.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crap going on. And it's just a matter of us moving quick enough here. I don't know what's going on. This first half in this Pacers-Knicks game just has all kinds of shit going on in it right now, man. So, yeah, crazy. But we do want to get on I am going to get on the first quarter over 52.5 for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a great one.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. Let's get it. Second quarter, no, I'm not touching that.
Those second quarter and fourth, I got to wait till the game starts before I get into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I first quarter. I mean, sometimes I'm okay with a first quarter total because it's a little bit easier to kind of gauge what we think will happen. Now, Josh Hart over 35.5 PRA.
Wow.
I'll go with it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go with it. I'll go with it. We don't have a player prop right now in this game, so
okay.
Let's go with it. And I always try to be careful. I don't want 10 player props in one game. If you're using the EV page and you're coming on here and you're noticing, okay, I want to get all my variants out. You could still be a little picky, with running across some negative correlation where you get too many guys in one game.
That's true.
Chris Flexen under 3.5 strikeouts. White Sox Rays. I mean, this is not a great pitcher. He's got 17 strikeouts and 29 innings pitched. White Sox suck anyway, so yeah. Let's assume he's gonna get chased tonight. Knock him out of the game early. I love player strikeouts.
By the way, folks, if you get a chance on Netflix to watch the Tom Brady roast, you need to do it. It is hilarious, is it not, Mike?
Oh, it's great. I enjoyed it a lot. Jordan Hicks over 4.5 strikeouts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with that. He's having a decent little start here. He's playing the Rockies, dude. It's the Rockies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we have to back Jordan Hicks, who can throw like 140 50 miles per hour. You know, we got to back him against the Colorado Rockies. So we're definitely going to hit that.
It was great, Justin. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was definitely awesome.
Really was. I like
Nembhard.
that flex, Mike. That flex and under is great, and the Hicks over is great. I think you're going to win them both.
Yeah, I like both of them, honestly. Yeah, for sure. Especially that Hicks. I mean, yeah, especially that Hicks one. We're getting plus odds on that bad boy. And he's facing a garbage team in the Rockies. I'm going to go ahead and say the Rockies probably strike out about as much as anybody.
Probably.
So, yeah. Nembhard under 13.5 points and rebounds. Yeah, maybe. Whoops. Let me keep. Man, I can't back a Tyrese under here. Yeah. Let's refresh again, see what's happening. Hang on. Let's give it one more refresh and see if anything else has popped up. Man, there's just a lot of action on this first quarter and first half in this Pacers-Knicks game. All kinds of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff.
Justin, my favorite part of the roast was every time they started ripping Brady about getting his MVP in the first Super Bowl when he didn't play good at all. I loved it. Wait do you hear Peyton Manning?
Our daddy over 4.5 strikeouts. I mean, that's like with a name like that, you kind of have to back him, don't you, Bob? I mean,
yeah.
That's like,
well, if you took the ARR off his name, his last name, and put the SP in front of it, it'd be spaghetti.
Yeah, it'd be spaghetti. Be
there
spaghetti.
You go. How can you not like an Italian?
Now listen. This guy this is not a great pitcher here.
I know. He's a guy.
He's a guy, though. He is a guy.
Right.
He has a very interesting last name, and it does look like most books are favoring him.
Yeah. No, I like it. I'm going to tell you something right now, Mike. Anytime you got an Italian on the mound, he's probably going to go over in his strikeouts.
Yeah, and, to be fair, he doesn't have a lot of innings pitched. He's only pitched 16 innings, but he's got 21 strikeouts. So the key for him is if he can stay in this game, give him his spaghetti early, man, so he's ready to go,
Exactly.
I mean, let him eat. Let him eat.
Pre-game meal. I want to know something here. What the hell's Randall? Why is Randall not in the chat today? I wonder how come.
Because we don't want to hear your crap.
I haven't said hardly anything. I've been really nice. You just wait till tomorrow. I need a good night tonight. If I have a good night tonight, you guys might as well.
Hey, I'm going to take Ryan Mountcastle over 1.5 player bases tonight. I mean, the Orioles, they got shut out yesterday, dude, to the Nationals. And, the Nationals are not – they're above 500, dude.
I know. They're not.
And I got to be honest with you, Trevor Williams is off to a great start for them. I mean, he's a 4-0 start. His ERA's under 2. I mean,
he's dealing, man.
He is, man. And if I figured Baltimore would win. And I think I had Rushman going yard yesterday. I at least thought one of those Orioles guys would, but nothing.
All right.
So let's take Ryan Mountcastle over 1.5 strikeout or over 1.5 player bases. I'm sorry.
Yep.
No, we don't want him striking out.
Let's go home. I got a couple things I got to get to here.
Okay.
This is important because we got to talk about these games tonight. All right. So let's get to, I want to show people how to get here. If you hover over that little trophy there, you can now go to any league that you would like to. Well, let's go to the NHL because we got two big games tonight. Boston at Florida, Edmonton at Vancouver. I do not expect, Mike, for Bobrovsky to be as bad as he was the other night. I expect him to have a bounce back game. I really expect Florida to win this game. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I kind of do as well. For me, I'm probably gonna stay away from this because I'm not gonna go back to Boston again here in game 2. I do expect Florida to win, but there's just no value on them money line. I'm definitely not taking puck line. And yeah, Bob gave up. That second goal he gave up. I mean, it was a great shot, but he left a little bit under that bar open, and that's a goal he probably normally wouldn't give up. Right. But yeah, I think Florida bounces back tonight. I'm gonna stay away though.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm picking every playoff game still. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get out of that. Okay. I'm still picking every single playoff game. So I've got to bet on this. Okay.
All right.
And it's in DubClub. If you want to know what it is, go do a 14-day free trial in DubClub on the Sports Nuts plays, and then you'll find out. Okay. Same thing with the next game. I'm going to get your opinion here. I already know what it is. Edmonton at Vancouver. Now, Justin's in Vancouver, and Vancouver is going crazy right now, Mike. That arena is going to be nuts. And the big bad Oilers are coming in town with the hated Connor McDavid. What's going to happen, Mike?
Tonight, this is it's a tough one tonight. I like Edmonton to win this series, but for tonight, I mean, it's a shame because, Bob, I said a long time ago, look out for Vancouver.
You're right. Absolutely. You said that early in the year. You're absolutely right. But now you're kind of going against them, I feel.
I just feel like Edmonton, this is one of the best Edmonton teams they've had in terms of being more complete. I don't think you give Skinner enough credit for being solid enough in goal. He doesn't have to be Shesterkin and have 50
I'm not the only
one. But with the year Hyman had, I mean, that's been just huge for them. I just don't think that I don't think Vancouver's just quite got enough, man. I think this third string goalie is gonna have his hands full with this lethal, and I mean lethal, Edmonton Oilers offense. And if you put them on the power play, you're doomed.
Hey, hang on here. They're not more lethal than Tampa Bay's power play was, and they're gone. They're not as lethal as Carolina's power play is, and they're down 2-0.
Yeah, but now in the playoffs, now that it's playoff time, this Edmonton Oilers team they're rolling, man. They rolled against the Kings. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm saying Panthers, Oilers, money line parlay for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
You got it.
Yep. So
all right, that's not bad. And Knicks, Indiana tonight. I know that we went with Indiana plus taking the points the other night because it was 5.5 the other night, and that won. Now the line is 4.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Indiana tonight.
You like them to win? Do you like money line?
I'm not going to take money line, but I do like them to cover.
Okay. You can actually get +5, Mike, on Fanatics right now. That's a great line.
Yeah, definitely.
Only book out and flip, but you can get +5 at -110 on Fanatics right now, Mike. I think you got to jump on that.
For sure.
Yeah. For sure, for sure. All right, folks, you know what? That does it for our show tonight. Jabari didn't make it. I hope everything's okay with him. He'd had some issues with his mother recently. Hope everything's okay with him. All right, folks, we'll be here tomorrow night. Justin's going to join us. I'm coming out, and I'll have the boxing gloves on. I'll be ready to roll, okay? And just hope I have a good night tonight, so I got something to brag about. Have a great night. Let's make some money.